What's up, guys? It's your boy Parrish Oglesby with Uncut Gems. Hey, guys, this is gonna be a short and sweet one, so forgive me, or not, because you probably had to go through all that other stuff of looking at all my old stuff, and it's been pretty long. So, forgive me. But today I got two gems that I didn't do a video last week, so this is gonna be a two-parter. The first one, I hope you saw this right here. You see that? It says, the hardest work is working on yourself. You see that? See what it looks like at the top? You see at the bottom? I mean, he's constantly working on himself. Let me tell you something. Oh, before I get started, forgive me for the attire. I just thought it looks good with the black polka dot, and I threw it on. I know it's out of season, but y'all can't feel it's a video, so you can't feel the temperature. I can, but you can't. But anyway, the hardest work is working on yourself. Look at that. He's got a chisel and a hammer, and he's working on himself. Do you know how painful that is to work on yourself? You know how much work it takes to get yourself right? That's an arduous, tough job, and a lot of times, you just don't want to do that work. I know I didn't. I did not want to do the work. I was forced to do the work in some cases. In some cases, man, I just want to get better. If you really want the life that you say you want, guess what? It takes you working on yourself first and foremost. I can sit here and tell you everything somebody else did wrong to me to where I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I got some good villains in my life that I can just make into villains, that is. They're not villains. But I could call them villains and place the narrative on them, but I choose not to. I choose to take a look at me and say, man, I got to get this right. I got to get this better. I got to do a little better job at this, and this. You feel me? And so that the hardest work is working on yourself, and that's that man chiseling on himself. And that's what I'm sending out this to all the men who watch my channel. Amen. This is about ordinary men doing extraordinary things. But in order for you to do extraordinary things, you got to do the work. There's no shortcuts to this. The second gem that I put out this week was slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want. Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want. It's been times that I have asked God to give me certain things, and I got them. And I got them too early. You know how I know I got them too early? Is when I got them, I didn't have the tools to maintain them. It's just like, say, for instance, you go through life just spending money like crazy, and man, God, if I won the lottery, man, I would pop, and then you got $10 million. Guess what you're gonna do with that $10 million without the tools? You're gonna blow it. Just think about asking for a good man or a good woman. In my case, a good woman. Guess what? Finally get me one, and I don't acquire the tools necessary to maintain a good, healthy relationship. Not maintain that woman, because she needs to be able to maintain herself, but to maintain a healthy relationship. I can remember getting a great career, and I thought the visual part of it was 90% of it, but it was reversed. The visual was important, but it was that hard 90% was the work that I had to put in or needed. And a lot of times I didn't have the tools. Have you seen people just rise very, very quickly and only to just self-implode? Sometimes you're not ready, because you don't have the tools needed. I told somebody back in the day that when you get to a certain point in life, in your career, you got to start doing now before you get there, working on your stress, working on how you handle things, working on your flaws, because those flaws will be exposed as you rise up the ladder. That doesn't just apply to that person. It applies to me and everybody else. If you don't do that, guess what? That person started moving up the ladder. I saw him drinking a little bit more. I saw him a little bit reckless. I saw all those flaws, those emotional flaws that was coming out. It was coming out at work. Crazy. And people were giving that person grace. myself included. But I just can see the implosion coming, you know, and it came. It came. And but it happened for me as well. So slowly is the fastest way, because when I say slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be, because if you go slow, you get a chance to be present. Yeah. You get a chance to be present. You get a chance to smell the roses, enjoy the victories along the way. You get to maybe scribble down how you felt, because before you know it, man, this life is over. Before you know it, you're on the other side. And did you enjoy it enough? You know, one of my business partners, we finished on that greenhouse. Y'all know Michael Haddock, my business partner. We closed on that greenhouse, and Michael's like, all right, well, there it is. We closed. And I'm like, yay! You know, and I was saying, man, are you enjoying this? And, you know, and it's not no slight against him. That's how he is enjoying life. He's enjoying the process. Me, I enjoy it my way, and he's enjoying it his way, right? But I was concerned because I want my guy to smell the roses. I want my guy to get his flowers. I want my guy to be proud of himself along the way, because it ain't always gonna be this way. We ain't always gonna be clicking and clacking and closing houses, but we got a contract on that house, and it's long overdue, and I'm so grateful and thankful. But we have a tendency, if we trying to move too fast, man, you miss the moment. You'll look up, and you're like, man, what happened? Man, I can remember. Now all you doing is talking about the past. All you talking about is, man, back in the day. Do you remember when we did this back in the day? You don't even have nothing to look forward to. You're not even planning for your next caper or your next, challenge or your next victory or your next whatever. You're still talking about the past. I am not. I love my past. But man, I can't wait. I enjoy my present, and I can't wait for what's next. I can't wait for the next chapter. I've closed the chapter on this, and I can't wait to see what happens next. And I'm trying to create the life that I want, but I am going slowly, because that's the fastest way to get to my destination or get to where I want to be. And there really is no destination for me. It really isn't. There's not a place in my mind I said, when I get there, that's it. No, there's a plateau here. And when I get to that plateau, I know there's another one and another one and another one and another one and another one. And it's not about consumption and, all that. It's not about grabbing, and it's about challenging yourself. It's about doing things, being a participant, being purposeful in this life. Y'all hear that thunder? Man, it's perfect. That's what it really is all about. I'm just gonna go 10 minutes today, and I'm at about 8. So, but that's what it is all about. It is about being, I love getting in. Have you seen the people out there on the floor dancing? Then we got some things coming up. There are parties and picnics and balls and all kinds of stuff. But you ever notice, have you ever sat back and watched some people on the dance floor and you see somebody cutting up? I mean, they cutting up and they having a good time. And usually that person is me. So if you ever see me go out there and have a good time, I like to have a good time. I like people to be like, I'm trying to bring folks on the floor with me so we can all have a good time. But there's nothing like sitting there and seeing somebody having a good time, and you just want to join in with them. You just want to get in the groove with them, and you want to, especially when your song come on. When your song come on, you want to get out there and have a good time with them. I think life is like that. Man, I want to participate. I don't want to be like, I got next. No, I ain't coming off the floor. That's how I look at it. I'm not coming off the floor. I'm going to play all day, all night until I get tired. It's just me. I'm not a spectator. Life, in my opinion, is not a spectator sport. It's a sport to be enjoyed and to be purposeful and everything. So this is not about acquiring that watch or that car or that house. It's not about that's part. Those are the add-ons to this journey. I'm talking about what did you do? What made you want that watch? Was it that you grew up as a boy and you saw a guy, you know, wear a really nice watch in a movie or whatever? Or what made you want that house? Was it that you was raised and lived in apartments all your life? Not that that's the case, but these are stories that I'm interested in and want to talk about when it comes to me. And I'm interested in how what's your why? Why I'm driven, you know, I got I got 25 different reasons why I'm so driven about my life and about the love and living to the best of my ability. I got so many reasons. And one day I'll hopefully get a chance to show you, demonstrate and tell you why. I got some great things. I ain't gonna say me and my team of people and friends and family got some great things coming. My fraternity brothers, oh my God, we got some great things coming in the next few months. Me and my business partner, my sister, I don't know if you know this or not, but we own this company called MedClean, where it's a commercial cleaning service. I am so grateful to be in partnership with her. We got some great things coming that are about to be announced. I'm so elated to be a part of that. As you heard earlier, me and my guy, Michael Haddock, we're close. We got a contract on our house, and you know what that means? We got another one. Oh, so my guy, Colin Jones, him and I and my son, Tyler, are looking at property here in Memphis, and hopefully Michael would join us down here to do some things. We're trying to build a team, a real estate team, for flipping or, for flipping down here. Hopefully that'll come to fruition. Well, excuse me, ain't no hoping. It's going to come to fruition. It's all about, when it does, it's going to happen. So, and me and my sister got a big announcement coming in the next few, maybe 5 months. I'm going to make an announcement here on Uncut Gems about some great things coming down the pike for my business partner, my sister. And you guys are going to be excited. And I hope you guys support every single thing we are doing, because this is about ordinary men doing extraordinary things. And it's about relationships. And I mean relationships, I'm talking about business relationships. I'm trying to stay away from the other relationships, but the business relationships and the friendships and all the people that I meet and we're trying to build together. Also, all the men that I work for, at the organization I work for, I don't want to put them out because that's, they didn't ask, but the men that I work for and the men that I work with and the women that I work with, hey man, we're doing some huge things coming down the pike with that as well. And that is not being braggadocious. What it is it gives me some content to talk about and to hopefully inspire you guys to do something. And you guys are inspiring me every single day. So don't get it twisted. So, 2 things. The hardest work is working on yourself. Guys, put in the work. It's worth it. It's hard and nobody wants to do it. But let me tell you something. It pays off in the end. 2, the fastest way to slowly is the fastest way to being where you want to be. Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. Okay? Those 2 things, guys. Those 2 pieces that if you add them into your lexicon, if you add them into your spirit, I think you will grow, But most importantly, put God first. Hey guys, it's your boy, Parrish Oglesby, with a sweater on in his house. It's your boy, Parrish Oglesby, with Uncut Gems. Peace.